All right, all right, all right, all right. Guess who's back like he never left? What's up, people? What is going on? What is up? What's up? What's up? It is I is he. It is I is he. I am back. Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am the hostess with the mostest, LTD27, here a little early today because I just got back a few hours ago. And so I said I did want to come live. I said I was going to do a quick, short, run your mouth, see what I've been missing while I've been off the grid. And then it was a whole bunch of fuckery. Y'all, every time I come back, it's a whole bunch of fuckery that's going on. So, nevertheless, we're here. Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all. Hmm. Did y'all miss me? Did you miss me? I missed you. I did. I did. Let me say hey to y'all. But I said, listen, I'm tired. I've been on the road all morning. I got home early afternoon, and I've been preparing for this live clearly, and then I'm just gonna rest and chill out, maybe invite someone over. Anyway, y'all, let me say hey, because I miss y'all. I do. Hey, Xavier, what's going on? Xavier, based on information I gathered while I was out of town, I will be in your area next year around 4th of July. So, yeah, we're gonna hang out when I come there, Xavier. Just saying. But hey, Xavier. Hey, Shay. I came back a day early. I wasn't supposed to get back until tonight, but I was able to leave earlier than I thought, and I got back early afternoon, and so I said, "Well, let me surprise the people. Surprise, 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 surprise. We're here. I mean, y'all mad that I'm back early? Y'all wanted me to stay going another day? Should I just end the live and just come back tomorrow? Let me know." I'm joking though. Hey Tamra, Volvo. Hey Cookie. Listen, Volvo, you was here. I gave y'all the rundown on her back in 2020 when all this shook down. I gave y'all the rundown. I did. Told y'all the stories. Gave y'all the rundown. Mm. Hey Jay Parrish. Mm. Mm. Hey Cajun. Y'all can't hear nothing. No sound. Y'all can't hear nothing. No sound. There's something wrong. Hey, Patty Duke. Hey, Patty Duke. I love when you are in the chat, Patty Duke. One of my oldest subscribers. One of the first subscribers I had was Patty Duke. And I'm always glad when you are here, my love. Um, hey, Janae. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Hey, Terrence. What's good, bro? Trip was good. A lot of drinking, a lot of alcohol probably still coursing through my veins. God be with us. Um, hey, Janae with the Y. Okay, okay. Let me know. Hey, Tanya Boo. What's going on? Tanya, I was hanging out with some of your people this while I was out on vacation. Ciao. Tanya, it's two people. It's always two people. I'm gonna text you right now, Tanya. I'm gonna text you right now. It's two people from your delegation. Whenever I see them, baby, they do something to my spirit. I'm gonna give you two names, Tanya. The first one is this. I'm texting you now, Tanya. This the first one. Uh, and here go the second one. I can't pronounce the name of that city. Baby, when I see the two of them, baby, they give me chills, honey. Baby, they do something to my body. Lord, I know it's a good day when I see them two. Baby, listen. That's how you spell it, Tanya. I can't spell the name of that city, but you know which one I'm talking about. Child, Tanya. When I when I see them two, oh, I know. I say, yeah, I got some eye candy this weekend. Lord, them two right there. That's all I need. Anyway, okay, y'all remember I gave the whole rundown, didn't I? Yep, y'all was here. Hey, Complex 613. Ch- we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Um, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking. Spectrum. I don't know what's happening. If you notice, Xavier, you was here back in the day. Oh yeah, you told me. I remember you told me. You told me. I remember you told me. I was talking to Tanya, y'all. I was talking to Tanya. Hey, El Sid in the bushes. Hey, Yana. Everybody filing in. Uh-huh. Y'all thought y'all was gonna have a substitute today. Y'all was getting ready to come in here, come in my classroom and clown on the substitute. And y'all opened that door and saw my face. Hey, surprise, surprise. Girl. Hey, Candace F. Baby, y'all was ready for that substitute teacher. Ain't no substitute today. Hmm. Um, that's a lot. That's a lot going on, Terrence. That is a lot going on. Child. Oh, we gonna get. I might drop the link when I get to that story. I'ma see how I feel. Hey, Miss Bay Thing. Hey, Yolanda Morgan. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Tracy W. Hey, Boo. Listen, y'all, we got a lot to get to. We got a lot to get to. Okay. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. It might help if I had the dossier open. That just might help my car. I ain't got nothing up, nothing ready to go. I'm over here just talking to y'all. Ain't got nothing ready. Ain't nothing opened. The dossier is not even pulled up. I've been out. Listen, I've been out. So let me get back, in the groove. Get into the groove. Got groove to me. And it be. All right. So we will start as we traditionally do. Um, it is still primary season, and we got politics to talk about today, and a lot of them. You back home, Tracy W? Good. Hey, Mia MJ. Who married I don't even know who y'all talking about. Wait, I'm so confused. Anyway, Anyway, let's get our elections today. We're real quick and easy today. Um, Real quick. There's only one area that I know that's having elections today. That's in the Shady Cove area of Oregon. I don't know if we have anybody that lives in that area, but if you live in the Shady Cove area of Oregon, they are having a recall election today. And in case I forget, on Friday, there's going to be some local elections in Wyoming. So, but today, there is a recall election over in the Shady Cove area of Oregon. So check your ballotpedia, make sure that's not your area. Do the address search and check and make sure. July is a pretty light, clean month in terms of primary elections. But when August gets here, August starts with the fury. August, yeah, it's a lot of primaries in August, specifically on August 4th. August 4th has a boatload of primaries, and we'll cover all of those at that time. And we'll do some candidate profiles, and we'll cover some races leading up to that. What y'all know, we covered before I left on Silly Saturday that we did on Friday. We covered the senatorial race in Michigan, and just found out today it didn't make the dossier, but um, one of the candidates dropped out. One of the women dropped out. So now you have just Al Sayed and Staley. Those are the only two left. Staley is being backed by the establishment Dems and APAC and all of that. Al Sayed is the progressive. So, but I wanted that update because we had just covered them on the last Silly Saturday. I think the other one was McMallory. She dropped out. Anyway, those are our primary updates for today. Hey, Cymera. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you our dear friend, the late great Larry Myers, to help us usher in our sugar spike segment. Jesus. Thank you, Larry. Well, here we are, yet again. Here the fuck we are. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. Y'all couldn't hear Larry? Wait, let me try it again. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Why y'all can't hear Larry? Let me try again. That's weird. That's really weird. Hold on now. We can't be. Hold on. Hold your line. We can't be messing Larry up. Now, we need Larry. What we not going to do is have y'all play around with Larry. That's what we not going to do. Let me know if y'all can hear this. So y'all couldn't hear that one either? Interesting. I'm gonna go out and come. I'm gonna refresh everything. I'm gonna go out, come back in, and let me do this real fast. I'm gonna go out, come back in. Give me a few moments. What I'll do is I'm gonna play the intro. Let me know if y'all can hear the intro. I'm gonna play the intro again. That'll give me time to go out and come back in. Y'all should be able to hear the intro. Let me know if you can hear the intro. Please let me know, because then I got another problem. Let me know if you can hear the intro. Hold on. Because if you can't hear Larry, that's a problem. Wait, I wonder if, regardless, I got to do that. Let me know if y'all can hear the intro. Y'all can't hear that either. All right, let me try something. Y'all hold on just a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully you can hear me. Is my audio good? Is my audio good? I don't know what's happening today. Let's make sure of that. It looks like my audio is good. I want to make sure I don't have no snafus. Is my audio good, y'all? Now, okay, my audio is good. All right, let's see if uh um let's see if we can get our dearly beloved friend Larry up and functional. Let's try Larry one more time. Y'all say y'all can't hear it. I don't know what the issue is. Hmm. And you can't hear this one either. I wonder if it's just the Larry videos. I wonder, can y'all let me know because we got to talk Ray J today. I do have a video. Let me know if y'all can hear the Ray J video. Now, could y'all hear that? Y'all couldn't hear the Ray J video either. Oh, so that means it's something wrong. So that means it's not the that means it's something with the video playback. That's what that is. That means there's something wrong with the video playback. That means we probably not going to be able to get videos today. That's fine. We'll work through it. We'll work through it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. We'll work through it. Anyway, um, I might have to go old school style now. Patty Duke been here for a while. Patty Duke been here since the days where I used to hold my phone up to the screen so you could look at it. I back in the old days when I used to back in like 2019 or so, I used to hold my phone up to the screen so you could see and hear the videos. So anyway, let's get to the news, y'all. We're not gonna fret about shit like that. We'll handle it on the back end. Nevertheless, um, we are here. So yeah, Andrew, Andrew has been arrested. Yeah, Andrew Gillum. Yes, that Andrew Gillum, who ran for governor of the great state of Florida, and lost to governor death sentence by only about 30,000 votes. Let's be clear. He was arrested last week, Thursday, on drug charges. Now, all of this just came out today. According to online jail records, he was arrested Thursday night in Daphne, Alabama, on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. He has since been released from jail. Further details surrounding his arrest are not have not been made immediately available. That is the mug shot from when he went to jail. According to a press release from the Daphne Police Department, officers pulled him over as he was driving erratically at about 10:45 p.m. Thursday. That's 10:45 Central Standard Time. Thursday. Police said one of the officers spotted a glass pipe on the center console of the vehicle, which led them to search the car. According to police, several rolled marijuana cigarettes and 3 packages of a substance that tested positive for methamphetamine were also recovered. He was then arrested and booked into the Daphne City Jail before being transported to the Baldwin County Correctional Facility. Uh, let's see what other. According to a police report, officers found 3 small clear bags inside the hotel. No, that's talking about his old stuff. We not when you talk about that. Let me see if I have any other information and details, but they've given very limited and very few details. There were also they are also reporting. I mean, this is people being salacious at this point, but they're also reporting that they found cut straws. The police are reporting, I should say, that they found cut straws in the car as well, alluding to perhaps it being used to, snort something or anything like, something or other, that you know how this goes. Um, Now we remember he had the situation in Miami Beach with the little Hispanic guy that was an escort, and they was, and then that's when we had the pictures of Andrew butt naked with his meat all over the place, and he was vomiting and stuff. We had those pictures that came out. He ended up not getting charged. He ended up not being charged in either one of in that case. There was another case where he and one of his advisors and things like that, they were indicted by a federal grand jury, um, and on charges stemming from misappropriations of funds and fraud and stuff like that. Those charges were dropped as well. Um, this is a little different than Marion Barry. Marion Barry, that wasn't that a sting? Didn't they coordinate getting Marion Barry arrested? Um, the man has a drug problem. He's admitted to having a substance abuse problem. He himself has admitted to having a substance abuse problem. It was appearing that he had maybe had gotten help for that, and that he was on the better side of that and was not still dealing with that, and it appears that he is. Um, if I am to believe what the police have told us, that they found meth. You got a few blunts in your car. Okay, that these things happen. But if I am to believe, let me say again, hey Harold. Um, let's be clear. Um, listen, y'all. I'm trying to thread this needle here. I'm trying so hard to thread this needle, y'all. Y'all listen. I'm trying real hard. I'm trying real hard. But y'all don't make it easy. It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. That's what Lauren Hill told us a long time ago. Now listen, he's coming out of Alabama with a pipe in the middle console. Is that what I read to y'all? A glass pipe on the center console. Now, marijuana is not legal in the great state of Alabama. Is that correct, Harold? Harold! Hey, Trey. Harold, is it marijuana illegal in the great state of Alabama? Okay. So, now let's be. I don't know. They said he was driving erratically. For certain parts of America, driving erratically is driving between the lines and being melanated. So, hey, MVN. So, I have to go, all I have to go off of right now is what the police are reporting. Now, we want to, we want to believe and side with Andrew, but you are someone who told us yourself that you have a substance abuse problem. You told us that and admitted that. Did if you're in the great state of Alabama, you gonna want to make sure, as a black person, every time I've driven in Alabama, I make sure I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing in the car. For, fear of if I do get pulled over, I ain't giving y'all no reason. Listen, I'm not finna give you this is Alabama. You know what it gives, Andrew. You know. Hey, Cams. It's good to see you. You know we love seeing you. Marijuana is illegal in Alabama. Meth is illegal in Alabama. And you got other assorted drug paraphernalia. You got the glass pipe. You got these cut straws and stuff. Bruh, you driving erratically. When you go to places like Alabama, You don't do nothing crazy while driving. Because when they pull you over, they're going to snatch your ass out the car, throw you on the ground, and search your car. And these people, and you over here, when the man pulled you over, what kind of the most middle consoles closed, Andrew. You could have either stuck it in the middle console. If it's a glass pipe, stick it underneath your ass. Stick it underneath your leg. You can't have a glass pipe just sitting out there in plain sight. Police pull you over. It's 11:45 at night, so it's dark now. You a black man in Alabama. Baby, when he threw the lights on, you was supposed to be smart about it. You could have threw the shit underneath the seat. He wasn't going to be able to see underneath the seat long as you don't give him nothing to have to search your car. Baby, give me my ticket and let's move the fuck on. Hey, Tracy. Baby, listen. This was just not smart. Now, those are the facts that we have, right? Y'all know over here, we can't just stick with the facts. We got to travel down these little rabbit holes. And I got a few minutes. We started a little early today. I know some of y'all might want to come put some stank on this. So I'll give us a few minutes. We ain't going to have all day, but I'll give us a few minutes if y'all want to come up here and add commentary. But let me say this. Here's the conspiracy theory. Now, I'm going to put this comment up. I'm glad you mentioned that, The Informed. Now, The Informed, I'm not sure if you were here on my channel or subscribed back in 2020 when we broke down that situation, and I gave all of the stories that I have from the Tallahassee days. And so I'm not gonna go back through those stories now, but those of us that were here, we know I gave y'all a lot of details. Now I ain't even give y'all all of the details that I have, but I gave y'all a lot of details about a lot of stuff that was going on in the Tallahassee days. Some of y'all were here. Now, here's the. I'm trying to be measured with how I go down this road. Okay, so y'all bear with me here. Pray my strength in the Lord. What I'm about to say now, I have no facts about it. I have no evidence. This is all speculative. And this is just me speculating on what possibly could have happened. Let me take some. Oh, dear God. We do know that there's a history of the man utilizing substances when he goes and needs to sow his wild oats and go on his, benders with people with XY chromosomes. I see you, Xavier. So, I wonder if he was going on a little tryst. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if he had, found a sneaky link and was on his way to the sneaky link. It's 10:45 at night. Them sneaky link hours. On your way to a sneaky link. He live in Tallahassee. It don't take that much to drive over to Alabama. Let's be clear. It don't take much at all. Go drive a couple hours. While you driving, you getting right. You getting right while you driving. Making sure that when you get there, baby, it's go time. You ready to make it happen. And you trying to get it right, you swerved a little bit too much. Here come the lights. You and God knows, I don't know if you had started, just finished, was in the process of trying to start. I don't know. But the man said the glass pipe was in the middle console where he could see it. If I'm to believe the Alabama Police Department in Daphne, Alabama. That's the caveat here. So it kind of seems like that. So the point that I'm making is, hey, Terry, what's going on, boo? The point that I'm making here is you still are battling with substance abuse and you still, and I have no evidence of this, but if my conspiracy theory is right, you still maybe have bouts of infidelity. I have no we have no problem with you liking allegedly both. Put allegedly on there. That you allegedly like men and women. Just putting the allegedly. But the problem is the infidelity because you chose to marry a woman, so you should be your fealty should be to her. I have Xavier who's in the background. Hey Xavier.
Hello,
Exa-
El Teddy.
Can y'all hear Xavier? I want to make sure when I have the audio. Please let me know if y'all can hear Xavier. Can y'all hear him? Please put in the chat if y'all. And we have Trey. Hey Trey. Trey, you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you.
I'm sorry.
I want to
I
make
don't
sure
like
that
this.
the I want to make sure the audience can hear y'all. Okay, y'all can hear them great. All right, beautiful. Xavier, you were here first. I know I'll let you add your commentary first.
Well, you already know what I'm going to say. He's innocent.
Hmm.
I don't believe those police. I believe they all lied. It's a setup, a scam. None of it is making any sense to me personally. It's all bullshit. It's
My God.
bullshit. From the glass container all out in the open to all the drugs just all out in the
Hey
open.
D
Nothing's in a
Johnson.
glove compartment. Nothing's hidden away. Nothing's in a pocket. They didn't even say they smelt it on him. All they just say that they found all this stuff at 10:45 in Alabama of all places.
So
Now
you
I
think
know
they let me
10:45 is late.
hold on, Xavier. So in your estimation, do you think they planted it on him?
I think they planted some things.
So do you think he had anything on his in the car on his person?
I think he may have had some things in the car. I think he may have had the weed. I think he may and this is very possibly a may
Hey
have
little baby.
some a little bit of methamphetamines. First of all, I just really don't believe this whole meth thing. This meth thing just don't add up to me.
I don't
I
know
just don't.
why. I don't know why the fuck not. Xavier, you're better than this, Xavier. I don't want you to walk around here sounding delusional, Xavier. Okay. Now, the man admitted to having a substance abuse problem. The man uses meth. That is a known fact. Well, has used it in the past, I should say. You know these girls, they like to party and play. What it sounds like is he was
But he was
going.
partying alone. Meth is
No,
a
I think he
communal
was on
drug,
his way. I think he was on his way to a situation.
and he was the one bringing it.
He was doing what? Bringing up. He might have no. He it may be a situation. Some people it's for them. It ain't for the other person because some people need that. To
Mm.
get into the zone. That they need to be in.
Mm, I don't know. This all
Trey,
sounds fishy to me. It
Trey,
all
what you
sounds
got to say?
fishy.
Now, Xavier, please don't let the beauty of this strong looking black man cloud your common sense and judgment. I fully believe that the police pulled his ass over and they found. Oh, excuse my language. They pulled him over and they found what they found. As somebody who has worked with the Salvation Army and has heard a lot of different stories when it comes to alcoholism as well as drug usage, as well as working in the gay community and hearing a lot of things when it comes to black men and how they partake in the meth and the things of that nature. It sounds exactly like somebody who was high or coming down from a high and was heading somewhere to go get high again. And when you are, even when you're drunk or high, a lot of times when you get to a point after you've been taking it for so long, you don't even care what's going on in your car. you don't even realize that type of stuff until you come back down and you be like, "Ooh, my house is nasty," or "Ooh, my car is crazy," because you're so enthralled in going to get what you want to get that a lot of that stuff doesn't matter. It's really sad though.
I yeah. And I'm gonna let little baby because I really want to hear what little baby has to say about this. I really think
And yes, meth is a communal drug,
it
but
is.
like some of these other drugs, when you start taking them so long, sometimes you'll get to the point where you want to take it by yourself, or you just
Hmm.
have to take it by yourself to kind of keep yourself going.
I,
Or
I,
you're
I
the one that has the money to bring the stuff, because when the
mm,
girls be partying playing, it's the person that
mhm.
comes. They have to have the money. Who's gonna bring it?
Yeah.
Everybody not gonna come with something. Even when you smoking weed, there's a lot of people sitting around waiting on somebody to roll up.
Yep. I think that we're gonna. I think RJ's gonna start. RJ's gonna separate herself and the kids. I
Hmm.
think. I think we're gonna see RJ. You gonna see. I don't. I think RJ's gonna try to
If she
keep it
hasn't already.
quiet. I think
Right.
RJ got her own money. She got her own money. She got her own money.
Which is
RJ
why I was
comes
saying
from
if
money.
she hasn't already. We just know what they're doing in public. We
Right,
don't know what goes on
exactly.
behind
You're
closed.
very right, Xavier. That is very true. Hey, Nubia Mahogany, but I think it's going to come out in the very near future that she's going to be like, yeah, let me get me and my kids and let's because now you're recidivist with it, and it's a problem. Little baby,
Hmm.
what are the what's the Rattler circuit saying right now?
Well, they ain't talking. They ain't saying nothing. So,
Mm.
and also, I ain't even checked to see what they say. But I did check to see what this Daphne, Alabama was. I'm like, this sounds familiar.
Is it Southern Alabama?
Yeah, it's on I-10. That fool was on his way to Essence,
Oh.
Oh,
July 3rd.
Mm.
I'm like, this is an odd weekend. Like, this is typically a family weekend. He's a family man. Why isn't he with his family on a weekend like this? And he was arrested Thursday. Daphne is on I-10 on its way to New Orleans. That's where he was going.
Hmm.
Essence.
Oh, he was going
Okay,
to
so
Lord.
now the
Essence.
story makes a little more sense. It make a little
Yeah,
more
because
sense.
Essence is 5 hours. I mean, New Orleans is what 5 6 hours from Tallahassee. That's straight up I-10. You go straight I-10. You go to New Orleans.
Yep.
And a lot of the gay
Yeah.
boys to be down there to the Essence.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where he was going to have him a good time.
Mm-hmm. And was already getting started. I
Yep.
forgot that whole piece. I forgot about Essence going on. Shit. Because wasn't they? Because usually I know last year Native Land did like a little, thing at Essence. They might have been doing it again this year. Oh,
They
fuck.
probably did.
They
Or
probably
maybe
was
they
having another
canceled.
panel.
Probably
Mm,
was. But yeah, that's what it was.
mm.
My God, today.
Sir, 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 you have a problem. You have a real problem. And you had a redemption arc after the Miami Beach situation where everybody was like, okay, you went on
And
Tamron
that's what
Hall.
saddens me about this all.
Mm-hmm.
Because just from my time at FAMU and just remember hearing his name, Andrew Gillum was very prominent,
Mm-hmm.
very poised. Like the way he ran the city of Tallahassee, like people.
I think she cut off.
No, we lost. She dropped. She dropped. She might be in a bad area.
Oh,
But
okay.
no, Lil Baby is right. Andrew Gillum was from his FAMU days was very revered. He goes and gets on the Tallahassee City Council and then becomes mayor of Tallahassee and is polished, poised, well put together. He was backed by his wife's father, who's a very prominent man, very uh, um, well connected into politics. And Andrew always, whenever you meet Andrew, he always comes off as the politician. He gonna speak well. He
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say all of the right things, do all of the right things. But you got to clean up. And I'm not saying you can't go do what you do, have your vices, and do what you do. We all got vices. We all got stuff that we like to partake it there. But you need to be smarter about it though.
and
Because
I was just thinking, I was like, okay, here all of this bubbles up to the surface, after his career in politics is pretty much over because he hasn't sought after to go in any sort of state legislative seat, any state senate seat, hadn't wanted to run for anything federally. He pretty much transitioned out of local
Mhm.
government politics and moved over pretty much into the entertainment sector. So my question is, what would have become of him if he actually had to be governor of the state of Florida with all of that on his back? Because right now he's damn near a private citizen.
Mhm.
What it's almost like a blessing in disguise that he did not become governor because he that probably would have wrecked him for sure.
Ah, boy.
Well, I think this is all part of a downhill spiral. If it's true that maybe like his political career was sort of like the thing that kept him on the wagon, because
That could
now
also
that
that could be the
You
case.
know, I
I'm
find it.
interested to know when he was introduced to this stuff because it's not something. It doesn't
Oh, that
sound like
goes
it was
back.
something
No, no,
that he
no.
was.
This goes back. Listen, we chronicled this back in 2020. This goes back to college days. This goes back. Listen, this goes back to when that
The
young
meth.
man. I believe so. I believe, and I'm gonna tell you why believe so. This goes back to when that young man used to be in and out of the white fraternity houses on Fraternity Row at Florida State, and I
So it
have
could have maybe started
tremendous
as
stories.
Adderall and then moved on to meth or something,
I
or
don't. You listen. Them
because I'll
them
say
white
this
them
to
white
your
fraternities over there
they
on
right.
start off
Fraternity
with
Row
meth,
at
that's the
Florida State,
starting drug.
baby, listen, they do it all.
Well,
And
yeah. To
and
your point,
so
when you said as far as like everybody has their vices, I agree with that, but at the same time, some of these vices you might have to give up because
yeah, yeah.
it's not conducive to you as a human being or keeping yourself up. And
I
it doesn't sound like some people are able to kind of do the meth and then leave it alone, but some people I have seen it for with my own eyes. It take people down there, and
my thing
it's looking
is
like he's moving in that area.
I y'all know I listen to not native land native land podcast, and I'll be very honest with you. When Tiffany left, I kind of fell off. I ain't gonna hold you. When Tiffany left, it changed the dynamic, and I didn't really like it. But the reason I bring that up is he's been asked on that show multiple times, would you consider running for politics again? Because, people said they had an appetite for him. And he's always been very hard with his no, not at all. And I wondered in my brain, I always said, well, why are you such a real hard, fast no? Hell no, don't ask me no more. And I wonder if it's because that would force him to not be able to indulge in the things that he have going on.
Probably. Because
That's
even
what it
though he
sounds
hasn't
like.
been in politics in a while, Andrew still can garner a base to get
Hmm.
him some elected seat somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It may force him to not do it at certain times that he wants to do it. But if we know the government, like like we know the government,
Yeah.
all those girls in the government be doing stuff.
Yeah. You can do it in the shadows and stuff. I just think that this is as crippling as it can get for him and his future, because now people are going to, unfortunately, and because everybody gave you that second chance after the first incident,
Right.
everybody has been well receiving him well. Remember, he was at homecoming last year, doing panels at homecoming last year, little baby, and
Child, I
stuff
missed
like that.
that.
Huh?
That damn sun had burnt me up. I missed that.
Mm-hmm. Because they had brought native land to homecoming, and he had a bunch of people that had came out there and everything. But my thing is, people at this point are like, okay, you gotta fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice, shame on me.
But but personally, I don't think this time is as bad as the first time. Because the first time it was a lot. Because it wasn't just the drugs. It was the cheating. It was the interracial white boy. It was the gay thing. It was a lot. This is just
Look at your
drugs.
dick sprawled out all over the floor.
That is true, Xavier. That
Yeah.
is true.
So I
But
feel like he could bounce back easier from this.
I don't know because what this is telling people is you've not changed and you're
Right.
not getting better.
Yeah, the second time, although it might not be as worse, it just solidifies that
Hmm.
everything on the first time is true to people who wanted to believe it.
And
Well,
now
I mean,
people gonna look at the water is tainted. People are gonna look at you crazy now. Like you can't come over there trying to act all polished, poised, and well put together.
well, you should have gave that act up a long time ago. But
It's Andrew. If you know Andrew, he's never gonna give that up. That's a part of
Uh-uh.
who he is.
well, clearly not, because what is this?
It'll be a statement coming out saying he's going to rehab and he's going to take some time with him and his family and work on himself. But I'm telling you, RJ has a powerful family, and RJ's family is probably telling her, "Get our grandbabies and get the hell out of Dodge." Hmm.
As they should.
Mm.
But don't you
First, I
think?
should have
But
did the
if this
first
is
go
has
round.
been going on from college, they should have known. They ought to have known. They ought to have been covering for him for
Everybody
a long
uses
time.
everybody. When you come from that, I told you she has a powerful family. So this is all. It's almost like a old school marriages where contractual. What can you give us, and what can we give you?
This is truly business. Like she
It's
married him
all a
for
business.
status.
So you're saying they're like the Clintons?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep. So this is all just a status situation. The higher he moves, the more it helps her and their family move up and things like that. Because Andrew family ain't got it like that.
But what does
Mm-mm.
RJ like do? Because she's not in like the public sphere like that. It seems like Andrew was her patsy or cat's paw, and she was just staying at home.
No, no, no. She's an attorney.
Oh,
Hmm.
but she's not like public with her stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like she's not. She doesn't have like a public profile like that where she can
Mm-mm.
just stand on her own
She
without him.
can
Like
stay on her. That's why I say she can stand on her own without him.
so she can move in the circles that he's moving in without him.
She doesn't need to move in his circles. She doesn't need to. And she doesn't have to go to him to get in those circles. I told you her family is very powerful. Her family is the one who introduced Andrew to a lot of the circles and people that he is connected to.
I
So
would hate for them to get divorced. They are such a. They have a beautiful family.
no, they're not divorced. Not unless they did it secretly and nobody knew about it. Hey, twin flames.
They might be like Will and Jada.
They could be.
Because I
But at a certain point, you keep embarrassing me and my kids, baby. We got to stop this.
Yeah, that's when the Capricorn and me were gonna have to come out and make an executive decision. Listen, you
Yeah,
fucking up the brand, which is fucking up the business. We gonna have
yeah,
to do something with this.
yeah. Yeah, we got
It's
to.
definitely doing
This
too
got to
much.
end. So
now Tracy, now that could be true. That could be true, Tracy. Because you don't trust these, especially the girls he likes to party with.
mm,
And again, he was going to New Orleans. Ain't no telling what was out there.
yep.
Because I still believe that old dude set him up. I don't care what anybody say.
You talk about the Hispanic dude from
He
Miami
wasn't
Beach.
Hispanic. I don't. But was that the
I
one from the?
thought it was the Hispanic guy in Miami
I'm talking
Beach.
about the white dude.
You in Miami Beach at the hotel?
He's white. He's not Hispanic.
That guy was Hispanic, Xavier.
No, he's white. I know because I used to follow him. He's white.
You sure, Xavier? I remember
Yeah,
vividly
Travis
this man being.
Dyson. Travis Dyson.
Um, Either way, it was not.
He's bald and blue eyed. He used to collab with a lot of the girls back in the day. And then right after the whole Andrew thing, all of a sudden he got a nursing job. His nursing school paid off. He's working a nurse and he retires.
Mm,
Oh, child. You know that's the whole career. That's the whole retirement plan. They
mm.
trick. They go to nursing
Not
school to
the
get their
whole
paid off.
retirement plan, nurses
That's
school.
what they do. It's
Shout
nursing
out to all of
school.
the nurses out there We do
All the
not.
porn skanks are doing it too. They going to nursing school because it don't pay. You can't do it forever, so they do it to pay for school, and that's
Oh
what
my
they
God.
become RNs.
God be with us.
It's either that or remote
Daphne
work.
Joy, if you know what's up, you will take your dumb ass over there and get you a nursing degree, or no, you need to be a CNA.
What? Don't do that.
God be with us. Listen,
Why is CNA?
I
What's wrong with doing it?
I want to see now. It's gonna be a big. They're gonna have record numbers over there on native land this Thursday because the people gonna want to know. They should be filming today because they usually film on Wednesday. Mm.
I don't think they'll address it.
They have to.
And he
Well,
has
you're right.
to.
Why?
You're right. They may not, but that would be negligent.
I think they
They
might do a
Yeah,
whole thing of like, okay, Andrew, come on, 15 minutes. Say he's going away for rehab, apologizing, and then that'll be it. But I think that's like they like. I don't think Angela and Bakari are gonna like address it themselves. I
Child.
personally think it would be in bad taste to do so, but
child, he gonna have to do something else. He gonna have to like film a documentary and him going through rehab because don't nobody believe it.
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
documentary, yo. Don't
Hey,
do that.
Demetria Boo.
A reality TV show. He gonna have to do something because sir,
You can
you
sit down
had
with Oprah.
white plastic. You had a glass pipe. There was
This is last
Pyrex
call
in
for
the
anybody
in
want to
the
come up and
center.
talk. Last call. Now, I do y'all think, little baby, because I haven't been in all of my family groups and stuff to see what they said either. So, because I really I was pulling stories for this live, so I haven't really gone. I ain't been on Facebook. I ain't been on Instagram to go in all of my circles and see. But you know how Rattler Nation goes when stuff like this. They get real silent at first. And then when people start to come at somebody's throat too hard, they start windmilling for the gods. But
Yeah, that's true.
the first
That's true.
response, they gonna go radio silent. They ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna try to wait it out and see. Let me try to find out his information. But if bitches come too hard, they get out. They be out in them streets windmilling. So
We love the fight. We love to tussle.
trying to tell you,
We
trying to
are an
tell you.
aggressive breed of snake. We love the tussle.
So Andrew, you're better than this. You're better than this. This was stupid. This was just stupid.
If it's true.
Again, and you're right, Xavier. And caveat being we have to believe everything. Cause like I said, if you literally had, because I'd love to see if there was a body cam. I'd love to see if there was body cam footage. Cause my thing about it is,
That would be more damning. Ugh.
but what I'm saying is that way the people who may be of the line of thinking like Xavier, that may be thinking, it's shenanigans, you know. And normally when they have big profile people like this, they try to have the body cam on so that they can make
Uh huh.
sure that everything documented. Nah, you can't say I did such and such because they know high profile people have high profile lawyers.
And again, this was Memorial. I'm sorry, 4th of July weekend. Heavy traffic on those weekends. You got to be careful traveling on
Yep.
the interstate because police are definitely out there.
Hmm.
State troopers
Yep.
gonna be lurking.
So, and
I'm
you just
surprised they waited so long for this to come out though, because I thought it
that's
was like
my thing. That's my thing, Xavier. Now I wonder when did he get out? Did he get out yesterday or did he get out on Friday? Because depending, you might not can't get a bond hearing. Depending on
He
if it's a
probably
holiday
got out
weekend until
yesterday.
Monday.
And
so he was
somebody may have tipped them off because because again he was released when we all find this out. He was already releasing back home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
so you're saying that
obviously
he stayed in
somebody,
jail over the weekend?
yeah, because
A lot
it's a
of times when
holiday.
it's a holiday, them judges ain't working on no holidays. Baby, they'll
Yeah,
say we'll see you on Monday. And you got to
Yeah,
stay.
like if a holiday falls on a weekend, they'll
Mhm.
the courts and banks and stuff, they'll be closed on Friday.
Yep.
Hmm.
And a lot of and federally and in most states, everybody closed on Friday. They was closed Friday. It was the third. And so they
Yeah.
used Friday to give them an extra day to celebrate the fourth. I don't know any court out. So he may not have gotten out till yesterday and may
So
not have
they
had a bond hearing till yesterday. Got out, went home, and we're
and
just
nobody knew
finding out
about
today.
this, and
Hmm?
nobody knew about this for the whole weekend.
I think somebody was tipped off. Maybe somebody tipped them off yesterday or today. Probably today.
Because I feel like, and especially if he was supposed to be at Essence, I feel like that would be
Somebody knew.
big news.
He had to call. He had to call, make a call, and let somebody know where he was.
Yeah, somebody inside
Somebody
the
knew.
jail or somewhere tipped somebody
Mhm.
else off. That's what happened.
Because it was late
So
at night. It was third. It was 10:40. It was late at night. He stayed in over the weekend, but that means, and he was released Monday, and it's only Tuesday, so he was there for what, maybe technically 5 days, technically, and nobody knew anything. I don't know.
no, somebody when he didn't show once he got arrested, they let you make a phone call. He probably called
But I'm
his
talking about the
wife.
media. The media didn't know anything.
Well, no, I'm getting there. He probably
Probably
called his
not.
wife, and his wife probably had. If people were waiting for him in New Orleans, his wife had to call the people in New Orleans that were waiting for him. If he had, different appearances and things, because they were probably worried as well. So, and now once you start to tell, every person that you tell gives more of a chance for shit getting out.
If they
That
told
is
the truth
true,
the
Diamond
first
Pearl
time.
Jam. People do.
If
I used to do that too. I used to when I was in college, we would sit on the computer and we'll go through Tallahassee arrest records and that would post on Tallahassee.com. And
They put
sometimes,
that stuff
especially
on
like,
Facebook now. I seen a Facebook group with like mug shots from whatever, and they post all the mug shots every
yeah,
day
all the
that
mug
come out.
shots from the day, from the weekend, when Classic Weekend would come, we check Orlando to see who got arrested. That I'm pretty sure that's again somebody tipped them off, and that's possibly what happened.
That's possible, Antonia. And people gonna say, "Well, they knew who you was." That may not be true,
No, no, he's popular in Florida,
right?
but he's not
But in Alabama,
popular everywhere.
right? That's what I'm saying. You're very right. They may not have known who the hell he was and didn't give a damn.
and some
And
backwater
so,
like Daphne,
huh?
and it sounds like Daphne's some sort of backwater anyway. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
backwoods
a small
Alabama.
town. It's a low I-10. You're really just passing through there to get to where you
Hmm.
want to be.
And those types of cities, they make all their money on traffic tickets.
Sure
They
do.
make all their money on
And
traffic tickets.
and again, it's Fourth of July weekend. Everybody's speeding.
Baby,
Everybody
they
cutting
waking
up.
up. And they know a whole bunch of people from Florida is going
They're
to
going
New Orleans.
New Orleans or even Biloxi because that's
Mhm.
right along the way.
They was waiting, sitting there, waiting in the cut.
Andrew is not looking good now that I'm getting more
Listen,
information. It's
Andrew,
hard to believe now. Because especially now it was so late, they probably didn't even see your face until they walked up to the car.
and my thing about it is, you like I just can't get over. You got the pipe in the middle console, like, bruh.
That's the part that's
A
tripping me
glass
off.
pipe in 2026. Andrew, what is going on?
And you're by yourself and you're with meth. It's all a little bit unbelievable.
Well, we thought the first situation was unbelievable, but then
And I still think
the
it's
pictures,
unbelievable.
the
I
pictures
don't
came
think
out, and he admitted to it.
they drugged that man. I don't give a fuck what
He
they say.
admitted to it,
They laced that shit. That wasn't just regular meth. They put something in that thing to knock him out and then embarrassed him
but he
and
ended
make
up
him
not
throw up.
getting arrested or charged because they didn't have conclusive evidence that it was his stuff. It was just. But he kept listen. what that translates to is I got connections. My connections got me off. The same way when he got that federal indictment. I told you, RJ's family is very well connected. They know all of the people that you need to know, and he got off of that. He ended up
I'm
getting
just
off.
saying, it's all a little bit weird. Is old dude went there a prostitute and came back a nurse. I just think it's all crazy. Just saying.
You know. Oh, I'm not saying old dude wasn't sketchy, but what I am saying is, Andrew, you are just as culpable as he is. I'm just saying. So yeah, but I remember he had them federal indictments where they said, it was wire fraud and all kinds of stuff. They said he lied to the FBI agents and stuff, and they remember he got arrested for that, and he had to go to court and he got acquitted. Hmm. So yeah. Well, I thank y'all for coming up here. I just wanted to give people an opportunity to say. I'm sure more will come out, but what I'm looking for is I'm looking to see RJ's next move.
Yeah,
That's going to tell me a lot.
I'm just
I'm
keeping my
looking
eyes
to
on that
see
too.
RJ's next
You know they
move.
say three strikes, you out.
Maybe you ain't gonna get a third one. Mm-mm.
Maybe she
This
don't
is
play
his third
baseball.
one. This is the third one. First
Oh,
was
you talk
the
about if
crime.
you include the federal indictments?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah, you're still looking good, Andrew. I ain't gonna hold you, but bruh, I don't know what to tell you. Well, thank you, Xavier, for coming up. Thank you, little baby. Thank you, Trey, for coming up and saying it with your whole chest. Hey, Montrez, what's good, bruh? Listen, I don't, I can't call it. I don't know. I don't know. Andrew, yeah, this is not good. This is not good. It's not good at all. Um, not RJ's next move sounds like a salt child. We'll monitor the situation and bring you, between me and little baby, we got deep connections and intel and stuff. Um, Now he got more charges than a Tesla. You know what? Oh, Jesus God. We'll monitor the situation and keep you up to speed on everything. In other news of politicians behaving badly, so over the weekend, Jake Tapper, I believe it was yesterday, Jake Tapper interviewed a woman who says that she was raped by Graham Plattner, who just received the nomination for who just won the Democratic primary for the Senate seat in the great state of Maine. Well, uh, uh, um, he's now facing growing calls to step down. And like I said, this comes after a report that started, I believe Politico put it out first, um, that he sexually assaulted a woman he had dated. Politico first reported the allegations by 41-year-old Maine resident Jenny Rassicott yesterday afternoon. She then later spoke with Jake Tapper on CNN. Now, yesterday afternoon, he published a video on social media in which he denied the allegations, but said he was considering the next steps for his campaign. Um, Now, Senate Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand said that Plattner should quote immediately withdraw end of quote from the race. Many of Graham Plattner's supporters have withdrawn their endorsements as well, including California Congress member Ro Khanna and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. Ro Khanna was a staunch supporter of him, backed him vehemently. He has pulled out, and Elizabeth Warren, I saw her speaking in an interview earlier today, and she said she's livid because she asked him point blank when rumblings first came out a couple about a month and a half ago, and said, "Bro, you got anything else that we need to be worried about that's about to come out? Because I'm not going to support you." And she said he told her no, and she said she didn't lift her Senator Warren said she didn't lift her endorsement at that time. And now that this came out, she said she's livid. Hmm. Now the chair of the main Democratic Party and other party leaders posted a statement calling on Plattner to drop out. Bernie Sanders has called for him to drop out as well. Under state law, Maine's Democratic Party can name a replacement for Plattner on the November ballot, but that's only if he withdraws from the race by next Monday. Now, him and his team are out here trying to jockey for who they think should get who they think he should be replaced with if and when he drops out. Because at this point, everybody's pretty much he will get no money, no support from anywhere. Um, so uh, uh, um, he he's trying to still control the narrative and dictate who he wants to who he wants to replace him. And but what they did say is the replacement won't be Maine's governor. It won't be the governor. It won't be. That's who we know it won't be. Um, Janet Mills, that is. A lot of people are saying Troy Jackson out of it's not a black Troy Jackson. He's white. I know that sounds like a black name, but he white. Anyway, I had to clear that up in case you were wondering. I know you were wondering in the back of your head, so I had to clear that up real fast. Troy Jackson, he ain't black, he white. But he's the front runner. They said that he has a lot of the same political viewpoints, political views, and a lot of the same ideology politically as Graham Plattner. So he's somebody who the people want to possibly replace him. The goal is to defeat Susan Collins. Democrats need to defeat Susan Collins if they're going to have, if they're going to try to change the balance of the Senate to the Democrats. No, it won't be Janet Mills, and Janet Mills says she doesn't want it. Janet Mills says she doesn't want it. Um, Yeah, happened. Hey, happened. Yeah, I came right. You see, I came right out and said he ain't black. Don't get excited. Don't get too excited. He white. But I was looking him up earlier, and he has politics that I can get with. He does seem to be more the progressive type of Dem, not the centrist Democrat type of Dem. Um, we still got a lot of time between now. Whoever the replacement is, there's still some time, quite a lot of time between now and November. So that gives that person enough of an opportunity to try to put together a campaign and beat Susan Collins. We'll keep you posted. But as of right now, last time I checked, he had not officially withdrawn from the race, and I think that's because he's trying to have his last flex is going to be him trying to dictate who replaces him. I'll keep you posted. In other news, listen, the man is dead. I'm sorry. The man. Now, we reported on this last week about him being found unconscious. We reported on this last week, did we not? And him being in the hospital. Well, they said that he suffered cardiac arrest. The man is 84 years old. Hmm. Now, ain't nobody seen him. They say the wife didn't know where he was for a little bit and everything. The man is dead. We know they're trying to hold on. They over there singing the Negro spiritual. Hold to his hand. Oh yeah, God's unchanging hands. You better hold to his hand. God's unchanging hands. You better build your hopes on things eternal. That's what they over there singing. Republicans are trying to hold on to anything they can at this point, because uh, uh um if he dies, Andy Bashir gets to select, if I'm not mistaken, and Andy Bashir gets to select the next the senator to replace him until November. Uh huh. Uh huh. And so Republicans are trying to hold out as long as they can. Yep, they are. Hmm. Now they said the last thing I saw was they said that they're claiming this is what. Well, I told you Republicans have a reason to try to prop him up like Weekend at Bernie's. Now they're saying that Mitch McConnell spoke to Senate Republican leaders yesterday and today amid the growing speculation about whether or not he'll return to the Senate before the end of the year. John Thune, Senate Majority Leader, said that he had a, quote, lengthy and substantive conversation, end of quote, with Mitch McConnell, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We ain't buying it. We ain't buying it. Did you record the phone conversation? Can you play it for us? We want to hear it. Huh? You bitches are lying. You bitches are lying. Lying. Not everybody said, yeah. Majority Leader John Thune spoke with him yesterday. Baby, he was good. He was on the treadmill running. In the background, I heard him playing Hold to His Hands. God's unchanging. He over there playing that in the background while he on the treadmill. The man is 84 years old. The man had cardiac arrest. The man was unconscious. Okay? Who got the body? That's right. We reported on that over here, didn't we? Cymera. I remember that now. We literally reported on that over here, didn't we, Cymera? I forgot about that caveat. You're very right. Listen, listen. We don't believe no parts of that. We don't believe no parts of that. Hey, cross country cruiser. Not he doing the limbo on the lowest bar. Yes, Uncle Jay, you missed the Andrew part. Yes. He spoke with Al McConnell. Child, should be nothing for them to power up the Instagram live right. Yes, you missed it, Uncle Jay. I even dropped the link for people to come up. I did. Child, baby, he dead. Who got the body? Demetrius say, who got the body? Listen, when he is dead, y'all know we'll be ready. We gonna get a good shout in. I forgot we're having technical difficulties with our videos today, and god damn it, shit. We are having technical difficulties with our videos today. Damn it. Anyway, but he did. Did. Listen. Um, Anybody believes that this man is still alive? Anybody? Anybody? Somebody? Oh, well. Let us know when. Let us know who got the body. Uncle Jay said he got the check sodas. That's it. That all. That's all. Yeah. Listen, we going old school church. We don't need no music. We don't need no music. We don't need no damn music. Just saying. Oh, George Washington Hospital got the body. Okay. Mm. Yeah, he'll be sitting over there with Mitch McConnell. I mean, with Strom Thurmond. Will, child. Yeah, we won't be going. We not going to the repat. We not going. We're not going. We're not. I mean, anybody going to the funeral just to make sure that's him in the casket? You know, them white people a lot of time they don't really they don't be opening the casket. They love having a good closed casket because they know they look like hell on earth. When them white bodies die, baby, listen. When they be looking like old boy from Tales from the Crypt, the little thing from on Tales from the Crypt. That's what they look like when they go ahead and going on. Oh well, listen, Mitchell. We don't care. Hey, Ellen V, we don't care. We don't. I don't. We got our own issues to deal with in the black delegation. We dealing with Andrew. We gotta go over there and sit his motherfucking ass down somewhere and talk to his motherfucking ass and ask him what the fuck he got going on, embarrassing us. We don't take too kindly, Andrew, from you embarrassing us in the black delegation. All of this foolishness. We don't have time, Mitchell. We don't have time. Moving on. In other news. In other news. Y'all be careful out there. Y'all be careful out there. Now, we reported on this when there was just a few cases. Now, y'all know we don't have a, they done stop the CDC from doing real science and stuff. They done stop the NIH from practicing real science over there. The fucking Department of Health and Human Services ain't shit right now. It's being ran by people who don't know what the fuck they doing. This is getting bad, y'all. Cases of cyclopsoriasis, a parasitic illness that causes explosive watery diarrhea, have grown exponentially. Now, when we reported on it, what was that, last week or week before last? It was just a handful of cases. And I told y'all then. I told you at that time, this shit is finna get bad, y'all. When I reported on it, did I not say this shit is about to get bad, y'all? And here we are. They said that the cases have grown exponentially in recent days, with an abnormally large outbreak reported in Michigan. Somebody go up there and check on Angela Richey. Make sure she ain't over there on the toilet for 5 hours with quote explosive watery diarrhea, end of quote. That's what the health experts are saying. About 700 cases were reported in Michigan alone. Just 2 weeks ago, it was just a handful, less than 10. They have now they now have a reported 700 cases in Michigan alone that have been reported to their state health department. Hmm. They said normally the state has less than 50 cases of this a year. Now they have over 700 in a matter of weeks. On Friday, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said there were more than 400 cases across 18 other states and that it was working with the FDA to investigate the alarming clusters. In a bulletin from the CDC, they said, quote, the true number of people sick with cyclopsoriasis was likely higher than the number reported, end of quote. Really? Well, you don't say. Fucking bastards who trying to kill us all. Although cyclopsoriasis is rarely life threatening and no deaths have been reported from the current outbreak, the intestinal illness can have severe effects. Symptoms include cramps, nausea, fatigue, loss of appetite, low grade fever, and vomiting. According to the CDC, quote, watery diarrhea with frequent and sometimes explosive bowel movements is the most commonly reported symptom. End of quote. I didn't add those words. Those are direct quotes from the CDC. Quote, watery diarrhea with frequent and sometimes explosive bowel movements. End of quotes. So you're gonna have explosive projectile style diarrhea. I'm not shaking hands with none of you bastards. I'm not shaking hands with none of you. I ain't shaking nobody hand. Hey, Jay. Jay up there in Michigan. Jay, don't go up there shaking nobody hand. Just don't shake. We back to COVID days. Baby, put on your mask. Keep your hand sanitizer. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nobody. I'm just saying. This shit is crazy. Literally. Child Xavier, girl. Child, girl. Patty Duke say her niece up there in Michigan. Now, let me get you the list of states. Hold on. Uh um Hold on, let me get that list for you. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Lord. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Here are the states. Let's put this over here so you can see it. This comes from the Centers for Disease Control. Now, and this is the original report. This is the original report. So that means this is. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the old one. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a moment. Let me find an accurate. All right, here's the list: Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, and you had a whole bunch of people down there. Freaking, we were just talking about that with Andrew. All of them people down there at Essence Festival. If anybody went to Essence Festival, don't go over there shaking their hands. Sorry. Y'all want to know where I was this weekend? I was in South Carolina. They're not on this list. Massachusetts, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. California didn't make the list? Wow. California didn't want no parts of that? Just gonna leave us out here with violent projectile style diarrhea and shit? Lord. Tell them, Harold, this is cereal, people. This is cereal. The people are over there in their bathrooms for hours at a time. According to the CDC, they are in their bathrooms with, quote, watery diarrhea with frequent and sometimes explosive bowel movements, end of quote. Listen, don't touch nobody. Don't touch no surfaces. Let me see if they give us, hold on. All right. They say that cyclopsoriasis is caused by a parasitic cyclospora, which spreads through raw produce and water contaminated with human feces. Previous outbreaks have been linked to fresh fruit and vegetables, including a surge of cases in Florida in 2022, caused by contaminated lettuce in packaged salad kits that sickened hundreds of people. The average time for ingestion to symptoms appearing is about 1 week. So that means all the people that was at Essence next weekend and early next week, they gonna be on the toilet with violent projectile style explosive bowel movements, watery diarrhea, and explosive bowel movement. What the fuck does an explosive bowel movement even feel like? Like, I don't want the term explosive attached to my asshole. I, and those are the exact words from the CDC. I didn't use the adjective explosive. The CDC said the shit was explosive. Hey, Sherry Watson. Yeah, Florida made the list. You know Florida on the list. You need the list again? Here's the list: Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Know how California didn't make the damn list. Just saying. Virginia is on the list. Child. Listen. They said take a week. The name of it is, I'll put it in, I'll spell it out for you in the chat, because cyclopsoriasis is the name of it. They say you're going to have watery diarrhea. No, let me get the quote right. You will have, quote, watery diarrhea with frequent and sometimes explosive bowel movements, end of quote. What the fuck is an explosive bowel movement? Again, I want nothing concerning my asshole being described as explosive. Now, if you live in Michigan, experts predict cases will continue to rise as people become aware of publicity over the current outbreak and seek testing and treatment. So what they saying is people probably over there with diarrhea thinking they just got a bad case of diarrhea and they done got the whole cyclopsoriasis. Mm-hmm. They're also noting as of yesterday, there was a significant rise of cases in Ohio. That's right there by Michigan. They say Detroit is where they got is the epicenter right now. They say Southeast Michigan is where is the epicenter of where it's all at. They say, yeah, it's Detroit. They over there in Detroit doing that. Baby, don't go over there. Listen, my little boo thing, the little what do you call himself, King of Tops, over there in I think he in the Detroit area. Just don't go over there trying to fuck on no bottles, baby. Baby, it's painting season over in Detroit. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. We love our vegetables. Just wash your vegetables. That's it. That's all. I love me some good vegetables. Lord. Right, explosive, able or likely to shatter violently or burst apart as with a exactly. So if the CDC is saying that you having explosive bowel movements, that sounds like a motherfucker finna end up with hemorrhoids and some shit afterwards. Violent projectile style diarrhea and shit. But what if you want a salad, Xavier? You can't exactly boil your vegetables if you want a salad. I guess we won't be eating no salad. I was gonna have a salad today too, Patty. Do I guess we won't be doing that. God be with us. God of mercy. God of love. Mm, mm. Hey, Bear, my girl. Listen, I named the 18th. Now I ain't gonna hold you. It's not just gonna stay in those states. We just went to Essence. That might have been a super spreader. Now, it doesn't. At least from what I'm seeing here, I don't believe that it can be transmitted um by touching surfaces though. However, they it is spread with by having drinking water untreated drinking water or accidentally swallowing contaminated recreational water. But it's not spread from person to person. It's like when you go to Mexico and they tell you don't drink the water. Hmm. Hmm. Here are some of the produce that typically spreads the parasite: basil, cilantro, lettuce, spinach, and other types of berries. Again, basil, cilantro, lettuce, spinach, and other types of assorted berries. Listen, stay informed, people. Stay informed. We are here to provide a function. This is cereal, people. This is cereal. Just saying. I love me some good cilantro too. Baby, when I be making my little guacamoles and stuff, you know, or sometimes I make my own pico de gallo. Baby, a good cilantro gets me there. Lord. Uncle Jay said he just had cilantro today. And he might have a date coming up next week. We can't have Uncle Jay around here, with quote watering with, with quote, watery diarrhea and frequent and sometimes explosive bowel movements. That doesn't mesh well with a good date. Yes, crab legs are still safe. Yes. Uh huh. Crab legs are still safe. Donate to the crab leg fund. It's up here. If y'all don't want me to go get a salad and have this explosive bowel movement, y'all help a brother out and donate to the crab fund so that way I don't have explosive bowel movements. Little baby says she just bought some berries for her smoothie. Listen, Xavier, I loves me some cilantro. They try to kill us. They try to kill us, y'all. They trying to kill us. China White says she just got some berries. Hey, China White. We all gonna be fucked up on the toilet and shit. Let me go buy some extra Imodium AD. So I don't have no violent, explosive bowel movements. Lord. When I get off of here today, I'm going to get me some Imodium AD. Stop all this stuff. I got a friend. Hey, now all my bottoms out there. I got a friend that's so anal. Not only will he clean out, he takes him some Imodium AD so he could be sure that nothing's coming out. I said, you gonna end up constipated and fuck yourself up. He be like, nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it. But that motherfucker go around, he gonna clean out, then take some Imodium AD afterwards. I said, you are diabolical. Candace F says she got 3 more bags of salad in the fridge. Yeah, put some of that shit in his food. Give him some explosive bowel movements. Now listen, while the symptoms sound bad, it could help you lose a few. If you try to lose a few pounds, I ain't gonna hold you. Weigh the things out, weigh it all out. Baby, you come on the back end of that and be snatched. On the back end of it, baby, you be snatched, honey. Yeah. You say you do that sometime if it's going to be a good night, baby, listen. But yes, please, y'all stay vigilant out there. Just go buy, when you go to the grocery store today, go buy a little box of Imodium AD, extra strength, Imodium AD, just in case. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Go get me some. Put it on my little flex spending card. Cha, girl. Anyway, in other news, well, then there's this. Let's travel over to the great state of Texas. Oh yes, Texas. Yep. Texas they always the first ones. They always step out first. It's always Texas. Well, the Texas Supreme Court has upheld the 2025 App Store Accountability Act, a law that requires app stores to verify users' ages. Multiple organizations sued the state, arguing that the law violates children's freedom of speech. But the Texas Supreme Court has allowed the law to take effect. The ruling does not say whether the law is constitutional. Rather, it means officials can enforce the law while lawsuits make their way through the lower courts. So, here's what the App Store Accountability Act says. The law states that before someone can download an app in Texas, Apple or Google, depending on where the app is downloaded, must verify their age. And that verification can come just by asking for a birthday. The App Store must use a method that reasonably verifies age. If the person is under 18, the App Store must obtain permission from a parent before the child can download the app or make in app purchases. This type of parental control is already commonplace. The law doesn't target specific apps or app genres. Rather, it applies broadly to app stores as a whole. However, much of the controversy surrounding the law stems from which apps kids and teens are now restricted from using. So, because the law doesn't name specific apps, it has groups or types of apps that that will not be available to kids and teens without parental permission. Here are the types: all social media apps, library apps like the app Libby, reading apps like Kindle and Audible, news apps, common utility apps, health and fitness apps, weather apps, calculator, and other educational apps. They can't even use the calculator or educational apps. And finally, banking apps. I don't know what you want from me. I just read the stories. I'm sure it'll make its way up to the Supreme Court. hmm You see that, right, Harold? You see it, right? Hey, butterfly. Child. Well, a lot of these age verifications and these, like when they were doing it with the porn sites, they were the companies that were doing the age verifications were taking people's personal information and selling it to the federal government. hmm And that's why Pornhub said, "Yeah, we're not doing it." Nubian mahogany out. Listen, I just report the stories. I don't know. Listen, that's all I do is report the stories. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. In other sugar spiky news, well, then there's this. Let's go from the first cog in the holy trinity of racism, bigotry, and discrimination to the second cog in the holy trinity, that being Florida. Florida's anti woke law restricting how lessons on race and gender can be taught in colleges and universities, according to a panel of appeals court judges, violates the free speech rights of professors. The decision from a divided 2-1 panel of the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit is a devastating, possibly final blow to the Stop Woke Act, touted by Governor's Death Sentences Administration. The judges affirmed a 2022 decision that labeled Florida's rules as, quote, positively dystopian, end of quote, doubling down by arguing the law is a breathtaking assertion of power to ban unpopular ideas from public discourse in the classroom space where students are supposed to, quote, puzzle through ideas that are good and bad, easy and hard, ideally getting ever closer to the truth. End of quote. Now, one of the judges, uh, uh, um, in his opinion, said, "quote If the First Amendment offers any boundary of protection at all for public university classrooms, this statute crosses it." End of quote. We know what this is. We know what this was from the beginning. We reported on this. They were trying to dictate what colleges and universities in Florida taught. They were trying to force colleges and university to only teach what they wanted them to teach, and that's not what colleges and universities are for. Now, um, I'm sure the state of Florida will appeal to the Supreme Court. It then will be up to the Supreme Court to decide if they're going to take the case or if they're going to let the lower court's ruling stand. I'll keep you posted on the progress. In other news, now, uh, uh, um, this story is making its rounds, especially within the Rainbow Coalition compound. This story is making its rounds in the Rainbow Coalition compound. Not a good story out of the Pennsylvania for gay men in Pennsylvania. Philadelphia police say a man accused of killing two gay men because of their sexual orientation remains at large. Authorities this week called for the public's assistance in apprehending Jalen Melcher, age 21, who you see pictured on the screen. He is suspected in two homicides and another shooting. Police say Melcher is wanted in connection with the fatal shootings of Martin Higgins, age 45, who was shot and killed in West Hunting Park Avenue on June 20th, and Sheriff Holman, 29, who was killed on the same street on June 26th. Melcher is also wanted in connection with the shooting of a 55-year-old man on May 29th on Lycoming Street. That man survived. Law enforcement are saying that they believe Melcher targeted his victims because they were gay. Authorities told news outlets both Higgins and Holman were shot in the back. Higgins was shot around 10 p.m. on June 20th at a baseball field and died at the scene. Holman was found a few blocks away around 11 p.m. June 26th and was transported to a hospital where he died at 11:29 p.m. The man who survived was shot around 10 p.m. May 29th and was found lying next to his car with gunshot wounds to the elbow and side. Uh, um, they're also saying that Melcher was spotted on surveillance footage using public transportation, the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority's Broad Street line, to escape. The man who survived was shot around. Oh, I read that part. I'm sorry. I know how that went back. According to the deputy police commissioner of Philadelphia, he said, quote, "We know this individual seems to be preying on people in that area. So if someone does ride SEPTA at those times around 10 p.m., they know this individual, know where this individual may live or hang around. We'd like to know." End of quote. Police released images of Mr. Melcher, who you see here, um, uh, going to catch the SEPTA line. And they say if you have any information, please call the Philadelphia Police Department Homicide Unit at 215-686-3334. You can also call their anonymous tips line at 215-686-TIPS 8477. Um, they are Um, some people are already calling him a serial killer. The police have not used that name, but as I was doing my deep dive into this, some have started to call him a serial killer. He is, like I said, he's catching the SEPTA or the public transportation, going in that area, and is killing. He's attacking or killing people who he believes to be gay. Now, this is not a situation from what I've read from the police, this is not a situation as of now where you have those guys who try to lure gay men with the apps and things like that, and then they'll kill them based on luring them from the apps. From what the police are saying, and more information may come out. They're saying that it's based on a look, for lack of a better term, and it's always late at night after 10 p.m., 10 p.m. or later. So if you know gay men that live in the Philadelphia area, please tell them to be careful in these streets. Please tell them it is not safe. It is not safe out there. And it's a shame. People just going about their lives, just trying to live their life, and they getting shot and killed. So if you know anybody, they have any information on where to find this guy, please turn it over to Philadelphia Police Department. I gave those numbers because he's not going to stop. It doesn't appear, and he, sometimes they may not go and kill anybody in the same area. They may say, "Oh, let me go to a different area, just so to keep the police off his track." I don't know why I thought Alexander Rogers lived in California. Wasn't he in California at one point? I know Alexander. He was in California at one point. I don't know. Maybe he might have moved back to Philly. I don't know. I know he was in New York at first, and then I remember him moving out. I think he was in Vegas for a little bit. I remember. Then he was in California, like the San Francisco area, I thought. But he may be in Philly now. Okay, he moved to Philly. Oh, okay, good. Um, yeah, I remember him being in San Francisco. All right, but I wanted to bring this story to you all because this is very important. There's a large gay community, large black gay community in the Philadelphia area, and so certainly we want to make sure people are aware of what's going on, and they can just stay vigilant with this situation. In other sugar spiky news, well, then there's this. That is Johann Sandoval. He's a 22-year-old junior at Savannah State University. That's an HBCU, right? And he's one of the top baseball players in the CIAC conference. He is Dominican. He's from the Dominican Republic. Um, he has been detained by ICE. He was detained by ICE agents on Friday morning in Clifton Park, New York, just weeks after being named the most valuable player of the 2026 HBCU baseball All-Star game in Kannapolis, North Carolina. Uh, is that close to you, Uncle Jay? Because I know if that's close to you, you would have went over there and tried to get you a piece to Mr. Sandoval. He is cute, Uncle Jay. Was you over there when they had the HBCU baseball All-Star game? Did you, Uncle Jay? Don't get quiet on me now. Anyway, um, now his situation has gotten a lot of attention in the HBCU communities, in a lot of the HBCU forums and things like that. They said that he was heading to the gym at 7 o'clock when 7 o'clock in the morning when two cars blocked him in the parking lot of his apartment complex where he was staying with his fiance and her mother. His fiance, her name is Adriana Wade, and Adriana, um, according to her, he ran back inside to tell them what was happening. The ICE agents followed him to the front door, and they said that Johan presented all of his immigration paperwork and complied with officers, but he was still taken into custody. They didn't care. Now they transferred him from Clifton Park, New York, to ICE's Buffalo Service Processing Center in Batavia, New York, and they said he's still there. hmm Now they're saying that they believe his detention stems from a clerical error in his F1 student visa paperwork, and they did not know the visa had expired until agents stopped him. Johan, who is originally from Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic, holds a full athletic scholarship to Savannah State University. He is the only player to start all 47 games for Savannah State and has a 369 batting average. They said that they're expecting that he's probably going to end up being drafted in the MLB. But as of right now, he's still being detained. And they said that this is another case that where they're seeing that ICE is starting to detain more and more student athletes and college students than they have even last year. But many more student athletes are starting to get detained by ICE. Hey, Tiffany. So that's by Charlotte. Oh, you wasn't there? Oh, okay. Ain't he cute? You say the U.S. just struck Iran. Oh dear God! I told y'all that Terrence and I had already told y'all what the deal was. We told y'all this. It wasn't. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm seeing it now, and that comes after Iran struck the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, struck ships, 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, and now the U.S. is. That's the breaking news. Since we're still in the sugar spike segment, according to the AP, the U.S. military launched new strikes against Iran early today. Well, it's early Wednesday. Right now, it's early Wednesday in Iran, but it's late Tuesday here. Um, yeah. Trying to see if they have a location. I don't see a location. I don't want to keep y'all on here. I like to have my information and be able to report on stuff and already have my information. Okay, I'm hearing explosions near Bandar Abbas. We know that's the same place. They've been bombing Bandar Abbas over and over and over. Um, so that checks out. They keep bombing the same. I mean, these are mountains. You keep bombing the mountain, it's still not gonna go nowhere. Um, okay, yeah, Bandar Abbas. They every time they strike there, and they still ain't got nothing. In other sugar spiky news, I had a lot of sugar spiky news today. God be with us. Speaking of the military, 2 websites run by the U.S. Army were defaced by hackers yesterday with messages attacking President Trump. The websites oil.army.mil and ai2c.army.mil displayed messages referring to Trump as a quote, pedophile and thief, end of quote, instead of commander in chief, while also criticizing U.S. Ambassador to Turkey Tom Barrack. The phrase, quote, free Kurdistan, end of quote, was prominently featured. The messages appear to refer to Trump's friendship with deceased sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, while the attack on Barrack could be related to his recent support of a Syrian military campaign to take control over territories that are that are Kurdish majority. The U.S. Army was notified of the hacks by independent security researcher Ronald Lovelace, who also informed news outlets. I got a question, U.S. Army. So y'all didn't know? Somebody had to hip y'all to the game that they had to fuck you up? You didn't know? Oh, that's unfortunate. Anyway, um, the websites are still offline. At least they were earlier. Let me check right now. Let me see if it's still offline right now. Hold on. Because both websites were still offline. Let me see. Yep, they're still offline. Uh huh. Hey, Karen. In our last sugar spiky story of the day, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole with this case. I'm not. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep us informed of what this. I'm gonna give you the facts. You can make your own commentary. I'll add a little bit of my commentary, but people have a whole lot to say about this situation with this young man. Um, so if you're not familiar with the story, it's going pretty viral in black circles. Um, that young man. His name is Nolan Wells. So his body was found. His family had to go identify his body. He went on a trip to Horn Island on the 4th of July. And there's a video circulating where you see him get into a heated argument with his friends. He did go with all of the friends. It appears from the pictures that we've seen and videos, he was the only black person with a bunch of white boys. Some of the pictures that you've seen online have him on the boat with three other white boys. I've seen the video circulating where they're on the beach and they are arguing and so forth. Um, his body was found. Um, his body was found dead. He had, been reported missing. Like I said, he went to Horn Island. This is off of Mississippi's Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast. They recovered his body yesterday near the northwest end of Horn Island, and they had multiple agencies looking for him. The cause and manner of his death is still under investigation. The medical examiner's office, I'm sure, will come out with that. Um, the family has retained the services of prominent civil rights attorney Ben Crump, um, who will assist them with that. There's a lot here. There's a lot that we don't know. And let's be clear, I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm not absolving these white boys descended from the Caucasus Mountains of anything. Now, people are online blaming the boy, said, now the boy done went on to the ancestral plains. But people online blaming him, saying you should have knew not to hang out with a bunch of white people. I can't tell people who to be friends with. Also, it's just too many things I don't know. Too many things that I do not know. What I do know is this man is no longer here. He's no longer here. 18 years old, whole life ahead of him, and a family has to bury their child. A family has to bury their child. Listen, I've been in a lot of white circles. I've not chosen, to go on trips, but I've been in a lot of white circles, and for me, I know what it gives. I know what it gives, and young white men at that age, late teens, early 20s, have their mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy, and they feel like they're one, indestructible, two, invincible, and three, absolved of any guilt in anything. So they will do anything, even if that means ending a life. Because all they have to do is go home, tell their parents, and parents will handle it. Is that you, lovely 31 blueprint? I see it say Karen Alexander. That look like my girl, lovely 31 blueprint. I want to. I want this story. I want the investigation to take its course. Um, but I prepare myself. I prepare myself. I prepare myself for. We already know what happened here. We know who did it. What I'm preparing myself for is there'll be a trial. Sure, there'll be a trial, but I'm preparing myself for them to be acquitted. That's it. That's all. And even if by some chance there's a conviction, I'm preparing for the judge to say, yeah, we have to be lenient because these poor boys have their whole life ahead of them and we don't want to cut their life off so early. Even though black boys aren't afforded that right. Hey, Mamiana. To say what the situation was. Because a lot of people are making a lot of assumptions on Nolan. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the situation was. I don't know anything. But what I do know is we're gonna find out that these white boys did it, and I fully expect them to be acquitted. Fully. This is America. I have no reason to believe that those boys, even if they are convicted, are going to serve the time that they should. It's a tragedy. No parent should have to go through this, and that young man shouldn't have had his life ended by people that he assumed were his friends. I'm just saying. We'll continue to monitor the situations, but it's a tragedy all around. Tragedy all around. It's a tragedy all around. I saw people online blaming the mama. Oh, how you let your child go with these people? Everybody's blaming the boy, blaming the mama. The blame belongs on the individuals who did this. That's it. That's all. I would say it's time for our video breakdowns, but it doesn't look like we have any audio today. Some of it's still funny without. Let me see. I'm gonna show them anyway. Y'all let me know if you can hear the audio. I don't. I think we're having audio issues. Y'all let me know if we can hear the audio. Hold on. No sound. No sound. Mm, mm, mm. No, it must not be working on Twitch either because Cymera's on Twitch, and it's not working for her either. So it's not on y'all, and it's probably something going on with the studio back here. So I need to check on that. But I can't do it now. Hold on. I wonder. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Hold on 1 second. I got a plan. I have a plan. Hold your line. You know me. I'm always thinking. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I wonder. Now, tell me if y'all can hear this, because I can play it this way. Hold on. Can y'all hear this? Hold on.
We're in downtown this Sunday. A lot of great home decor, decorative objects, a lot of glass orbs, finials. They're very cool.
What is that? Sir, I would wash your hands. ASAP.
Okay, so I have to play it that way. That was our first video breakdown. I'm gonna play it again because you might not have seen it. That's as big as I can get it though. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait, hold on. No, I can get it bigger. This okay. Here we go.
We're in downtown this Sunday. A lot of great home decor, decorative objects, a lot of glass orbs, finials. They're very cool.
What is that? Sir, I would wash your hands. ASAP.
Yeah. Let me get the next video break. Bear with me, y'all. I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. I'm playing it directly from my Google Drive. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold your line. Hold on. Hold your line. Here's our next. Here's our next video breakdown. Let me make it bigger. Harold, go get your sister. Harold. Xavier, go get your sister. Harold. Harold and Xavier, go get y'all sister. Okay. Go get y'all Harold and Xavier. Go get y'all sister, please. I don't ask for a lot over here. I don't ask for much. Okay. I don't ask for much. All I want y'all to do No, that ain't who I went to see this weekend. Lord. A mess. Here's our next video breakdown.
At summer camp, the pastor for the week was urging students to listen to God's calling. In the middle of altar call, he told them they would know it was happening when the Holy Spirit began fingering them.
Because the Holy Spirit who lives inside of you, if you're a believer tonight, he is going to finger you right at that moment and say, that is for you.
Everybody close your eyes. Lift your hands.
You may feel something. If you don't, the Lord doesn't want
If
you.
you feel something in your quiver, just know it's the Holy Spirit.
No,
if you
not
feel,
the quiver.
If you feel something in your quiver, just know it's the Holy Spirit fingering you. Just let him do it.
Wow. Just wow. Just wow. I don't. What is happening? Wait, this was that they said Bible camp. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. I can't. I cannot. Cannot. Will not. Won't do it. I'm not going to play it again either. Let me get the next video breakdown. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Nope, 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 nope. I can't. Here's our next video breakdown.
Aaron, did I just hear you say that if God wanted you to be born a woman, he would have made you a woman? Pretty sure you had chemotherapy. God obviously wants you dead. What are you doing?
Oh my. Wait. I need y'all to say that again. Wait. I need you to say that again, man.
Aaron, did I just hear you say that if God wanted you to be born a woman, he would have made you a woman? Pretty sure you had chemotherapy. God obviously wants you dead. What are you doing?
I mean, she does kind of have a point. I'm not addressing the Holy Spirit fingering people. We are not going to talk about the Holy Spirit finger banging. No. The holiest of spirits is not out here. I don't even know if the Holy Spirit even has fingers to finger bang you with. So I'm going straight to my sister that said, if God wanted me to be a woman, he would have had me be born a woman. Well, God gave you cancer, so like she said, clearly he wanted you dead. Then there's that. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. And I see no lies told. I see no lie. Let me get my next video breakdown ready. I see no lies told, okay? Just saying. Here's our next video breakdown.
Kill a bitch.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 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 I'm just going. I, I, Moving on. I am Whitney Houston at this point, y'all. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Not Miss Sealy. Oh, dear God. Here's our next video breakdown. Can't even go to choir rehearsal without acting up. Baby, the way that mama had that shoe in the air, because you know they was back to acting. You know when you were a kid and you know stuff like choir rehearsal or, you know, you forced to go to church. Everybody ain't there. It's only a few people there. So you got to find something to do with yourself in the back of the church, okay? Baby, them little boys was in the back of the church probably tearing it up. Baby, when mama took that shoe and put it in the air and said, bitch, what? Because I did not break, the song did not fall off key, still singing. Hand in the air and singing and giving the look all simultaneously like, bitch, fuck around if you want to. I was here for it. I was here for all parts of it. Because she wasn't going to miss choir rehearsal. And y'all was going to act right. I'm just saying. Mama was not playing around with them kids. She meant that. Oh, she meant that. Let's get round to our let's get to our last video breakdown. Let's get to our last video breakdown. Here's our last video breakdown. Wait a minute. Where do we buy those? Can I have a pair of those? Where do we buy those? I need a pair. I'm just saying. Why is that trifling? I need a pair of those shoes. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tell you. I need a pair of those shoes. Listen. Every teenage boy, especially middle school, every middle school boy at some point perfected drawing penises all over the school. It's what they do. Teenage boys draw dicks all over the school. All on the walls, all on the desk, on the ground, on the whiteboard or the chalkboard when the teacher ain't looking, on the Promethean board. That's what they do. And you really don't never grow, you never really grow out of it. And so as an adult, every adult male looks at something like that. And I could put imprints of these little dicks in the sand. Oh, we want all parts of that. Do? Yeah, let me get some of that. Let me get some. Where am I buying them from? You know I'm going to go look them up on Amazon. No, they don't got to grow up to be straight. A lot of them are perfectly straight. It's just something that little boys do. You perfect. And then you got to get the little hairs on the balls too, because you need the hairs on the balls. When I used to draw, I made sure I had hairs on the balls. That was important. Needed it to be anatomically correct. I'm just saying. Anyway, no, that's not corrupted. Look at That's what little kids do. It's nothing grown people corrupt them with. They just start drawing dick. Little boys draw dicks all the goddamn time. Straight, gay, and everything in between. That's what they do. They draw them all over the place. Because it's funny. It's a little boy thing. It's a little boy thing. Just saying. Not walk on the ink pad and then walk through your building for, you know what? A mess. Just a damn mess. Those are our video breakdowns for the day. I hope you enjoyed them. I did. I apologize again for our technical difficulties today, but we made it work. We made it work. Xavier's boyfriend, dirty dick guy, DDG, finds himself in the news. Xavier, this still your boo thing? Y'all still, got a budding relationship, Xavier? You ain't got to lie, Xavier. If that's still your boo, that's your boo. I'm just saying. Just saying. You ain't got to be like that, Xavier. Anyway, I got a video. I'm just gonna play the video, okay? Hold your line. I don't want to mix words. Make sure y'all can hear this, okay? I don't want to mix words. Hopefully I don't get no hold on, it got a ad. Hold on, y'all.
Ready? Sure.
Okay.
You feel me? And
Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Okay, good. Okay. Here's the video. Let me turn it up. Hold on. All right, here we go.
You feel me? And I miss those feelings. I miss them feelings of laying down. Like I haven't watched Love Island. You know why? Because I ain't got nobody to watch it with. And I think it's gay to watch Love Island by yourself. If you're a nigga and you're watching Love Island solo, you might be bisexual. Might be. Because that shit like damn near soft PORN. And you just sitting in that bitch watching motherfuckers kiss each other. It's a little bisexual. You feel me? You might as well go on Twitter. But me, like, I want to watch Love Island. I want to finish the season. I want to go to the movies and see the newest movie.
I am confusion. Yo, I'm very confusion. I, why everything gotta be gay? I'm so I'm so confused. That's what I know, Xavier. Like how I don't know how. What is happening? Jeez. I That's a great question, Harold. That's a great question. I don't understand these people. I don't. Yeah, seeing straight people kiss each other and be all over each other, that makes you gay. Watching a man and a woman kiss each other and flirt with each other by yourself, because he was like, it's like watching softcore porn. So if you watch softcore straight porn by yourself, you gay? Like, I'm so confused. Terrence, as one of between you and Jason, y'all are our experts on male heterosexual proclivities and That whole coalition over there. Is this the gay? I mean, because I don't even watch Love Island. I might not be gay, y'all. I don't even watch Love Island. Ain't never seen an episode. I'm not gay no more. I'm delivered. I want women's. I want women's. I ain't gay no more. I don't watch Love Island. There's that. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't. God be with us. Ray J is crashing out again. He claimed he done had sex with everybody. Everybody. He was live streaming. He made a long video. Do y'all want to see the long video? Too bad. Too bad. There's a long video. We're gonna watch the long video as we watch. At this point, I'm here for the crash out. I'm here for the complete Ray J crash out, and for us to be give a notification from the Norwood family that he done went on to be with the Lord. I'm gonna watch this full crash out. Let's watch the video, because apparently he having sex with everybody. That's what he said. He said he having sex with everybody. All right. Here's the video.
I don't think Sexy Red got. Yeah, she do. She got the products out right now. Yeah, she got gonorrhea and she has herpes. Yeah, she got the lip gloss. One is called chlamydia. Is the one. Sexy Red for sure has chlamydia. Allegedly. I slept with her. I slept with Sexy Red. It's crazy. She, like, to me, Sexy Red's not attractive. Not at all. I mean, especially I'm fucking her friend Suki, so it's okay. Suki look way better than Sexy Red, bro. And Suki ain't never, bro. Wait, is she? Oh. Shout out to Suki with that good coochie. That's not burnable. She didn't burn me. She kept it real light. I was fucking Suki. I loved her. I was in love with Suki, and then she left me. Damn, that pussy was so good. Suki. Ooh. She was punching me, like hitting me in the face while I'm fucking her. I'm like, this new. Then when I fucked her on her period, she like, Suki, took the tampon out. It came out like a little flower. I'm like, oh shit, it unfolds like that. I'm like, it's cool. It was like from like a little cotton ball, and it went. And then I had on a white shirt, and she started blotting the shirt with her name on, Suki. I framed it. I'll show you my undercrip. On the dead homies, nigga. And then I was about to be a changed man today, and then I decided not to. Fuck that shit. It's not for me. Shout out to Princess. But I'm just not gonna be. I'm not gonna change. That's it. And that's it. It's okay. Find a basketball player or some kind of tall nigga or a short nigga that you want to be with that you can push around. Good. If I see them niggas playing basketball with my son or see them niggas doing arts and crafts with my daughter, it's gonna be a problem. Now, if they got kids too, and all y'all on a play date, I ain't tripping. But don't try to think you gonna be me. You better have some kids, nigga. And then if y'all got kids and my kids is all playing and y'all all one big happy family, it's good, my nigga. Princess, I need you to find like a Russell Wilson. Princess, I need you to find like a Russell Wilson. Find you a Russell Wilson and it's all good. He's my friend. I want him to be my friend. I want him to show me how to catch the balls. Pause. Don't find a future. I don't want my kids to be around the future. Shut up the future, but he a savage like us. Find you a Russell Wilson. That nigga look like a good nigga, bro. Russell Wilson's a good nigga.
Okay, but real question. Have you ever gotten ready for date night and realized you've been
So now I think we figured it out. We officially know why Ray J was in the hospital and, barely hanging on the life, bleeding from the eyeballs and shit. You around here raw dogging it with the walking STD, sexy red, and then you go on the hunt for Red October with Sucking Hannah. You over here raw dogging the walking STD. Like, I literally have to call her the walking STD because if I say her name, I'm going to need some doxycycline. Okay? I'm going to need a penicillin shot. And then you chase that by going on the hunt for Red October with Sucking Hannah. Talk about she was blotting her name on your shirt in blood. And you thought that shit was cute? Ew. Now we know why this bitch is dying. And he wondering why he dying. He wondering why he getting ready to go on the glory. We figured it out. Had you told us this shit from the beginning, we would have been like, oh, that makes sense. The bitch is dying. He went over, he did that. Oh, okay, it makes sense. First of all, most of the straight men that I know, I shouldn't say most because there is a growing number of straight men that I know that do like to go on the hunt for Red October. I ain't gonna hold you. Some straight men do get off on going down for going on the hunt for Red October. Okay. However, if you're going on the hunt for Red October, you doing that with the likes of Sucking Hannah? Sucking Hannah. And then if you just gonna go on this hunt for Red October, you then don't have her plop the tampon out of her cooch, and you was amazed by it blowing up into this flower as you called it. Why don't you keep it and put it on your lapel like a little rosette or whatever? Talk about, and then they're not going and having a woman use said tampon. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to swallow that back down. They are not then letting said woman use that same used tampon to put their name on their shirts. Like she's marking her territory. I just cannot. Right. I mean, she is talking about, I be eating the nigga ass. Eating the nigga ass. Was you talking about Ray J? Sucking Hannah? I think she was talking about Ray J. When she made that song, said, I be eating the nigga ass. Eating the nigga ass. Eating the nigga ass. That's just that. First of all, most women ain't gonna let you do all of that. So when a woman did all of that and was okay with all of that being done, that should have been your clue right there. That's a nasty motherfucker. I don't need no parts of that ever. You over here acting like you just experienced, entering the pearly gates. I cannot. Spicy original, I just don't understand. I be eating the nigga ass. Eating the nigga ass. Eat the nigga ass. What do y'all want from me? I don't know what you want from me. I'm moving on. I don't have time. This shit is nasty and diabolical. This is a preview. I know Really B is gonna talk about this tonight. But preview because I know Really B is gonna break it down a lot further than me. But here's the details. All right. Over the weekend, Marcellus Wiley was arrested for alleged domestic violence after an altercation with his wife, Anne Marie Wiley. Dear Lord God. I lost my place. Sorry about that, y'all. According to TMZ, the alleged altercation took place in a Florida hotel room. Although he denied the allegations, he was taken to jail. Now, since he was arrested, she opted to file for divorce. In her filing, she is also looking for custody of the children as well as a restraining order. Now, as you all know, she used to be, or Marcus Wiley is a sports commentator, and his wife was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She said that he raped, she was coming out on social media saying that he raped her and she was a victim of domestic violence, all this, that, and the third. Baby, I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I don't know. Now here's the latest news on that. Here's the breaking news on that. I thought I saw come across my timeline that she might have been. They done took her into custody. They need to ask her some questions. She got to go down there and answer some questions. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with it. After I'm done, I got one more story. We going over to Really B, and she gonna give us all the information that you need. Now I don't know if she was arrested. I just know they said she went down there. Maybe they were just questioning her. I can't tell you whether the woman was arrested. She might have went down there to finish add to the report or answer questions. So, listen. We'll monitor the situation. In our last story of the day, Big Tigger says, yeah, he's getting off the radio. Yeah, he said, yeah, it's time. Now, I don't know if he's doing this voluntarily or whether or not the radio station said, yeah, bruh, we can't have all this. Go work out go over there and work out your soul salvation with fear and trembling. Yeah, go work that out and come back to us when you're ready to be serious. Because clearly you're not serious right now. Go work that out. That's what they say. Yeah, they say go work that out. Come back to us when you're done working that out. Yeah, that's what they said. I don't know what. Don't look at me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Just telling you what they said. That's all I'm just telling you what they said. Well, I saw on my timeline that Marcellus Wiley's wife went to the police station. That don't mean she was arrested. She could have just been answering questions, providing more statements and questions. But they needed to, maybe they had some questions for her. Maybe she was filing a report. I don't know. Not Big Tigger's wife, Marcellus Wiley's wife. So you said Big Tigger's wife was arrested? Oh, well, that's unfortunate too. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. I don't know these people. But he won't be on the radio down to the Atlanta. Yeah, he won't be in the radio. Mm-mm. Yeah, but I mean, according to I just looked at Baller Alert. Baller Alert, Baller Alert is reporting that according to TMZ, Big Tigger's wife, she in jail. She'd have been taken into custody and arrested last night. She had outstanding warrants out of Maryland tied to kidnapping. She got warrants for kidnapping in Maryland. Not Merlin, Maryland. What's wrong with the Maryland people? Can't pronounce words. Lord. Anyway, they say the Harts County Sheriff's Office told TMZ that deputies tracked Miss Brown's SUV after receiving a BOLO alert connected to her warrants. They snatched her up and took her into custody during a felony traffic stop on I-85. I wonder if that's what I saw this week. I was on I-85 this weekend. Mm-hmm. Now, they said that 2 young children were inside the vehicle and were safely recovered. One of them was the child that she has with Big Tigger. That one of them was Big Tigger's child. Now, they say that these warrants coming from Maryland come from a 2019 disappearance of a 10-year-old child. They said that she faces a felony charge of interference with child custody in Georgia and expected to be extradited to Maryland to answer the older case. She was the one around here playing all these videos and stuff. I saw a video earlier today with Tigger tackling her to the ground by some cell phone. She been out here portraying herself as the victim. And I'm not saying she's not a victim because we don't condone domestic violence of any kind. But ma'am, you out here kidnapping children. They say you involved, you got warrants for kidnapping a 10-year-old child. Ma'am, look like the both of y'all got issues going on. Maybe, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I wasn't there. I wasn't involved. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't have no answers. So yeah, Big Tigger's wife was arrested for some kidnapping warrants from 2019 in Maryland. They said that it involved a 10-year-old child. Maybe she didn't know she had warrants. You know, black people drive with warrants all the time, honey. Child, all the time. Grr. Really be, I'm sure we'll update you on that one too. Let me set up the redirect so I can get y'all over to my sis, Really be. I didn't know she was still alive. She on vacation. Listen, y'all know when I'm on vacation, we're not doing all these lives when I'm on vacation. I be in the moment. I be trying to enjoy my vacation. And I love y'all down. I love y'all down. However, I be needing to enjoy my vacation. So I hope my sis is only live for a short amount of time because I want her to enjoy her vacation. She need it. She be working hard. She's the hardest working woman on YouTube. Yeah, they all need Jesus at this point. All of them. Anyway, I have the redirect set up. We finna go over to Really B so she can tell us what's going on. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to go get me something to eat, and then I'm gonna lay down for the rest of the night. I have not watched House of the Dragon, so I need to catch up on House of the Dragon. I'm gonna do that tonight. Did they have a new episode of Atlanta Housewives of Atlanta? Did I miss? Did they have an episode week because I thought that they might not have an episode because of 4th of July weekend, but I don't know. But I do need to go watch House of the Dragon. I do. So, and if there was an episode of Housewives of Atlanta, I gotta watch that too. Yeah, they got way too much foolishness going on. Anyway, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. It was no Atlanta this week. Okay, good. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. I am back. I'm not going. Well, I'm going to Miami next week, but I should still be able to record. Hopefully, I should still be able to go live. Hopefully, God willing. But I am going to Miami next week. That's all I got for y'all. As I always say, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Twitch Wednesday tomorrow. Twitch Wednesday.